Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading for July 2022. My name's Jackie and you're watching Romany Tarot. So what I'm going to do for this reading for you, for all the signs, we're going to look into your blind spot, and we're going to be using this deck here called the blind spot. I will be reading some of the meaning of the card from the book. And so we're looking at the blind spot. So we've got to remember that these things, these are things about ourselves that we don't realise we're doing, or maybe we do realise we're doing them. Also stuff that impacts us in some way, it affects us in some way, and also others. And we don't realise the impact that it has on ourselves and other people sometimes. So, and also I'd like to mention that if the reading, if it hits a nerve in some way, it resonates, it triggers you in some way, it means that I'm doing the job here. And it's probably, it can only probably mean that the reading has surfaced something within you that you're not quite willing to accept or admit. Okay, so they can be quite deep, these blind spot readings. I feel so far the signs that I've done that these blind spots are a little heads up for you, a little word of caution, something for you to look out for, something to realise you're doing. Okay, Virgo, so just keep that in mind. All right, so let's get on with the reading. So the card that I pulled for you, randomly of course, is the isolation card. Now this doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me because I'm a Virgo myself, and I've been doing so much of this. Even now we're out of lockdown and all this stuff, I'm still sort of isolating myself too much, but let's see how you guys feel. So you are isolating yourself, so we need to look at why you're isolating, okay? And there could be a number of reasons why you're doing it, but it doesn't mean to say, it just means, it means that you really need to get out a bit more, okay? So ask yourself, right, ask for help if you're struggling with something. So as they say, it's good to work in a group or a team. So I'd be looking for some sort of help or something, that a particular area of your life that you're working on. This could be anything. It could be your relationship, your work, business, your money. So just speak to someone if you need to for that extra information or advice. Okay, so let's stop rambling on. So let's take a look at what this card says. We know, of course, about isolation. It's number 21, so let's go to 21 and see what the card has to say. 22, 21, isolation. If you have drawn this sigil, oh sorry, I'd just like to mention, these symbols, there's 78 cards in this deck, and they've all got a symbol on. They're called sigils. And of course I've written on I've written on all these cards just a little thing just to say what the meaning is, which this one is isolation. I would never be able to remember these symbols, 78 of them, so until I get a feel of the cards, and maybe one day I'll get to know all the symbols. I doubt it though. Okay, so let's read about isolation. Yes, I've got an air there on my book. If you have drawn this sigil, right now you are isolating yourself. You're either telling yourself that you aren't, you're either telling yourself that you aren't, or you're telling yourself that you need to go it alone when you don't. You probably have all kinds of very understandable reasons why you're isolating. People don't isolate for no reason. But this isolation is not benefiting you and is making the situation at hand impossible. You might not be asking for help, not accepting help, not communicating with others, not including others in your decisions. Feeling you need to do things on your own and avoiding people. Let's have a look. Okay, so we live We live in an independent universe where everything in existence is inextricably linked, but we have projected forth into the physical dimension, where our individual perspectives are creating our little subjective realities. We are all dependent on other things. We are not self-sufficient. We depend on the food we eat. We are dependent on the air that we breathe, and we are dependent on one another. We need one another. There is nothing wrong with this. If you have drawn this sigil, you have to stop isolating yourself. Involve other people in you and in the situation at hand. Instead of looking at the world in ways that isolate you, such as how many people don't understand that you are different from them. Look at the world in ways that connect you, such as how people do understand you and, sorry, let's read that line again. So, such as people, how they do understand you and the ways in which you are the same as others. Okay, so that's just a little bit of writing there for you, Virgo, from that card of isolation. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at my little notes. So we look at the isolation card, we look at your energy. We're going to do layers here on this from different decks. So we're going to layer it, I think up to in all. So we've got 5 layers. So this first layer is your card. So we're going to look at the energy under your card, isolation. You also have the Knight of Swords. Just one sec. Oh, sorry about that. I just had to pause the video just for a sec, just to get up and close the other door outside because the TV volume was sort of blaring. Yeah, so I do apologise. Right, as I was saying, you have the Knight of Swords, which is telling me you need to get going because it's quite a fast energy, that 5 of Swords. It means that you need to maybe liven up a little bit and get out there. So you really need to get out there. You also have the, I'll show you the Knight of Swords. There we go. Of course, though, the cards are pulled previous, but the others are pulled randomly as well. We also have this Yang energy. So I feel that you need to embrace this Yang energy. So thinking on more positive lines, being optimistic. Yeah, so we're looking on the positive side of things. What else do we have? Let's have a look. So I also feel that you may have put up a barrier between you and somebody else. So you're keeping someone at arm's length or keeping them at bay. As I say, what to do, your advice is to embrace, as I just said, your Yang energy. Be positive, look on the bright side of your situation. And someone will come to your aid quicker than you can think with that Knight of Swords. It's also a card of observing and taking things, taking things in and looking at things maybe more carefully. I won't say carefully, that's not the word I'm searching for, but just take action on things a little bit more, you know, you need to push yourself just that little bit harder. That's how I'm feeling. I'm also feeling with that card that you have, that you could be in this, in isolating yourself. It's not just about being in the home, it's being in your vicinity. So you're staying in the same sort of area. So you're not getting out, as I say, out much. Okay, Virgo, so we really need to get out there, okay? So someone will come to your aid quicker than you think, or in a flash. That's what I'm thinking. Stop lingering, hanging around, okay? So you need to get going. Get motivated, innovated, and start pushing forward, Virgo, okay? Whatever you're doing, so you know what that is and what area of your life that is. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start layering. I'm going to start layering these cards and seeing what we have. Yeah, so let's start with the Golden Heart Nouveau Tarot. So we're going to lay some cards on these and see what we have. Let's see what's occurring for my lovely Virgos. I also think there's something you're doing as well. So you're doing something repetitively. You're doing something the same, or you need to sort of change up things in a certain way. So something you're doing that's sort of like, it's like the same. Okay. And that's why we need to get out there, Virgo, because you know, you can sort of discover when you're out in the open, you go out and you're out and about, we can discover new things and new ways. You know, it can give us ideas of how to do things, or, you know, sometimes things we see that can sort of trigger something in our mind for us to, gives us an idea. Okay. Well, hey. She's been coming up a lot, the Queen of Cups. A lot of nurturing energy here, I feel, with the Queen of Cups. So some of you could be your own children, grandchildren. So a lot of care and attention goes into your grandchildren. Lovely. So we've got 3 cards. I'm just going to have a look and see what they are. So we have the 8 of Wands here that's turned over. And we also have the 5 of Cups. Okay, no good crying over spilt milk. What's done is done, and it's time to appreciate, look behind you and see what you have still to fall back on. Okay, so I'm going to give them a little shuffle. Right, let's cut the cards. Virgo, thank you. What do we have for Virgo? Okay, so you're in your energy. Okay, although this is the Capricorn card in when I do my readings, so this is Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So you're in your own energy. You're taking more care of yourself, some of you. So, you know, you're following some sort of diet or some sort of exercise. This is a lot of self-care, and it's also a card where you're able to sort of look after yourself, you know, self-reliance. I like to look at that card's self-efficient, self-reliance, and something very stable. I feel the usually the Queen of Coins, I feel she can be a multitasker. So she works very hard. She can look after her children, her grandchildren. She cooks the meals. She does, you know, she does everything, and she's a good entertainer. So she's very welcoming. This is a very welcoming energy here. Right, so let's have a look. What do we have on the isolation card? Oh, the Lovers. So some of you are isolating from your love life, I feel here, with the Lovers card. There may have been a separation in the past as well, or maybe that you're finding it hard to connect again in that area of your life for some of you. Okay, as I say, this reading's not going to be for everybody, and we all say that because it's not an actual private personal reading. This is a general reading for Virgos in general. So if it's not resonating, then move on to your next reader. But if it is, you are sort of isolating yourself from affection as well. I think you are a little bit, you could be feeling a bit frigid because you've been out of practice for a while, or maybe you're just waiting until you reveal the new you. So, you know, it's still nice energy. Okay, let's have a look at this Knight of Swords. Wow, I feel someone's coming in for you here. So there is someone that's got their eye on you here, Virgo. This is someone that really appreciates you. They enjoy your company. They have something to say. They may have something to offer. And the one thing that I feel they do want to offer here is their time, their energy, their affection, their love, you know. So I think you're being a little bit I say a bit dubious about that, you know, it sort of frightens you maybe a little bit. Okay, Virgo? So moving on to this yang energy, as I say, embrace this yang energy. You know, it can be the masculine energy as well. So it's about sort of taking charge and not being shy or shying away from something. So yeah, so be more positive, have confidence in yourself. Yeah, so there's a need to see something here. So we've got the Hangman under that yang energy. So let's have a look. Okay, I feel that you're trying to figure somebody out. This is how I'm feeling with this Hangman energy. So you're trying to figure something out. You're trying to figure a person out or a situation out. You're trying to visualize how it's going to be if you're with someone or a particular person. So you're trying to visualize what your life would be like. I feel you do have some doubts because you're sort of holding yourself or trying to hold yourself back a bit. But you are definitely could be connected here as well with that Queen of Coins, because she does represent the Capricorn energy. So this could be something, you could be looking at a Capricorn in your life, Virgo. You know, this could be anyone, you know, but yeah. So, but there is sort of some sort of feelings and some sort of connection here. So, you know, you sort of, it looks like that you really are both on the same page in some respects. But it's you, do you trust, you know, you have to look at all angles or, you know, different perspectives, a different view. You know, you're looking at things from all different points of view. And you're trying to sort of predict what the future might look like maybe with this person. So you do have some fears and some doubts. Okay, so our next layer of cards, Virgo, is from the Lenormand, as a Luminard, or I say Lenormand or Luminard, it depends how you pronounce it. These are the like the fortune telling cards. And then I'm going to be pulling another 4 cards from the Pippa, which are also fortune-telling cards. Okay, so let's have a look, see what we have. See that little face there, squinted. Little pig. Like a little, I am Year of the Pig, actually. That's funny I should say that. Year of the Pig. Wait, so we've got the key. Ooh. So whatever's happening here for you, you have the key, and we have that lovely rose in that cage. So it's about getting out of your comfort zone, Virgo. Someone is looking at you. It's like you're the key. It's like you're that missing link in their life. They feel that you're the missing link in their life, that person. And it's also about you escaping this self-imposed prison that you're in, whether it's physically or mentally. So it's about you sort of being more, setting yourself free, you know, setting yourself free. But this is a definite yes if you are looking at someone. So you've got a good card that says that this could work. It's also a solution. Yeah, so you need to end. You've got the coffin here. So this mindset you've got, this isolation needs to end. So you need to end this. You know, you've got to start, as I say, socialising. You know, taking out time for yourself, leisure time. Not for you, I don't mean by yourself. I mean, you've got to mingle. I think you've got to try and mingle. It doesn't mean you have to mingle with everybody, but you've got to try and put yourself out there a little bit, even if this is to do with your work or your job or your business, career, love, you know, anything. So let's have a look. The 2 of Cups. Let's see what we have for the 2 of Cups. Now, I do feel someone's coming into you. I think they've rushed in. I think this person all of a sudden had some sort of epiphany that you may have been the person for them. I see they can't wait to, or they have. I mean, you might have already connected with this person. It doesn't mean to say that you haven't connected. You might actually be seeing this person, or you are going to see this person, whatever way it is for you. Right, let's cut the cards, see what else we have. Oh, I couldn't, as they say, you couldn't make this up, seriously, Virgo. Okay, there's your 2 of cups. You see me, I'm shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Okay, so then I'll cut the cards. And then you get the swans. Swans mate for life. Okay, they have a partner, it's for life. So this is telling me that this connection that you have with someone is going to be pretty long lasting. There's also, I'd just like to say, under this row, you also have this Knight of Swords, which is, if we're looking at signs, we could be looking at Gemini or any of the air signs, Aquarius or Libra. So this is a match. It's like a match made in heaven. That's how it feels here. So you've got some sort of match made in heaven. It could be with any sign, of course, because we also have the Gemini card here. We also have Pisces. So there's a few cards here that they could be. So let's see the Hangman and the Yang energy. What do we have? That's lovely. So you got the heart. I mean, it is the swans, but it's called the heart card. So yeah, 6, harmony, peace. Yeah, this is going to be really nice if you go for this, Virgo. If you go for this, yeah, you're looking at your home situation, because the home cards just fell out, the house. So I think you're looking at where maybe you want to live. So maybe you're looking for somewhere else to live, or you're thinking of moving towards somebody. So in general, I think you're looking at your living situation in some way. Okay, so we won't drag that out, you know, until we see what else comes out. Okay, so we're going to pull now from the Kipper. Let's give these a little shuffle. Let's have a look. Let's see if this person, so it could be one of 2 columns here, this person. Remember, you have a choice with the Lover's card, so it's a choice in love. Wow, got carried. I went in a daze then, just shuffling and shuffling. Sort of went in a bit of a daydream. We do that, don't we, Virgo? We do go a bit, you know, our mind just wanders, doesn't it? I'm doing it again, look, and I've cut. Right, I've meant to do it. Anything that happens in my readings is meant to be. So they said, no, we're not having that, cut again. Okay, so under the Queen of Pentacles and the Key card. Okay, so we have a concern here. So we have the card of concern. So you are, this shows me about not only this person has some concerns, whether it's with themselves or with you, or it may show me that you have concerns with this person. So the situation in general, you have some concerns with, okay, Virgo. And the next card, we have the Lovers and the Coffin. We have the Child. Okay, so very innocent energy here. Maybe this is a choice. There could be children here affected by this union. I'm not saying affective negatively, but it may mean you having to distance yourself in some way from children, grandchildren, whatever it is for you. So this is something that you really need to think about. It doesn't mean to say that you're not going to see your children and this and that, but it's like you won't be there with them every day like you have been or something. So there's something here about making a choice and moving forward. And it's something to do with children. So there's some connection here with a child or children. So just take that. It could just mean some sort of the connection is of quite innocent, pure, pure intentions. So it could mean pure intentions towards you with these two. So I feel it's pure intentions for you. Remember, it's under the isolation card. So you could be maybe looking for excuses not to pair up with someone, or not to go somewhere, or not to do something. So maybe we're looking at that side of things as well. So let's have a look. Oh, there we go, the main man. So that's under the Two of Cups and the Heart card, the Swans. So this is the man involved. He could be dark haired. Okay, Virgo. Receding a bit at the top. It might not be, you might have a full head of hair, but it don't matter. It don't matter. I'll just, it's just my humour. Don't take no notice of me. Okay, so this man, he could actually have some sort of facial growth, hair growth. Okay, very smart. Doesn't mean to say he looks like that every day, but he is a very well kept person. So that's really nice. So this is the main man in your life. So there is somebody here. And then let's have a look at what you're thinking about. Oh yeah, so as I say, I could not make this up. So under the House and the Hangman, you have distant horizons. So this is clarifying what I've been saying, okay, about you thinking about moving to a different town, city, I don't know, distant. This is more long haul. So maybe another complete different state, or you're thinking of actually immigrating or moving abroad. This connection could bring you to somewhere else in your life, further ashore, okay? To further shores. Looks really nice, Virgo, really good. So let's keep that momentum going here with our last layer. Before I do that, I'm just going to take the underlying energies of each card, which I do. I do this, a lot of people do it first. I do it near the end. So I will tell you, we sum it up at the end. So let's have a look. So these tea leaf cards, I'm going to shuffle half at a time because there's so many of them, and they're very difficult to shuffle. And then we'll cut the cards. Okay, right, so what do we have? Okay, so let's put them together and cut them. Always take the middle. Okay, so under the Queen of Coins, the Key and the Concern card, we have October. So Virgo, I would look at the month of October coming, or maybe something happened previously, October just gone. So we're looking at the month of October. So well into autumn there, going near enough into winter. We're looking at the nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And this is to do with the child. So there could be something here with you really feeling reluctant to leave children, you know what who these children are, you know, your own children, your grandchildren, or even if, you know, as I say, even if you're teaching or nursery, something like that, you're really reluctant to sort of leave these children behind, and it's something that you're going to need to really think seriously about. Okay, Virgo. Yeah, they sort of make you whole, they make you feel secure, you know, like a little bit of a new lease of life now with these children. Okay, so we have the Mule under the Two of Cups, the Heart and the main man. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So we don't go out looking into relationships to change people anyway, but if you are dealing with somebody that is pretty stubborn here, okay, with this energy, it doesn't mean to say it's negative. It just means that you get what you see. They are what they are, and they can be pretty stubborn in that energy. Not pointing the finger here at any signs, but I feel, because I have two children who are Capricorns, and my son can be very stubborn, so we can be looking at that there in this Capricorn energy here, or possibly, you know, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And also I don't think I'm stubborn. I really don't. I give in too easily. Even though I say no, then I say yes. So yeah, I've got trouble with boundaries as well. So yeah, and then we can be looking in, remember that air energy in that month of October. So we could be looking at the sign of Libra and also Gemini. Okay, Virgo, so we just look at that just to give you an idea. Chair field. Okay, so the home. Someone new is entering your life. So this is 100% for some of you. Someone new is entering your life. And yeah, a chair is going to be filled. Okay, so whether you're filling their chair or they're filling your chair, you take that what way you want. It's all right. It's. I tell you what, this is so far a really nice reading for a blind spot. You know, this is pretty good. It just means you opening up more, Virgo. You know, sort of like not holding back so much. Okay, right. Your underlying energies, which is absolutely brilliant as well. It's really lovely. So we've got the heart again, so we've got this ×2 now. So this is something, and we've got adjudication here. So this could be a judgment being made in somebody's favour, or being ruled in somebody's favour. We don't think of, in this reading, of a courtroom, although we do see the courtroom now. This just means that things in general are really going in your favour, Virgo. So that's really nice, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, of love and connection. It's about your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, because then we have the star in the house of wealth, in the which is the house of the fish. So that's really nice. We have the star card. It tells me all your wishes and dreams are going to come true. You're going to start seeing profit, money coming in that brings profit, your wealth. So it doesn't mean say you're going to be a millionaire, but it means that your financial situation is going to be really good. As I say, I like to look at that star as like following your true north star. So I just said that, I think, to the last reading I done, which was Sagittarius. So follow your true north star. And talking of Sagittarius, you could actually be dealing with a Sagittarius, Virgo, in some respects, because we do have the Temperance card. This is about sort of becoming, she's wearing a white dress, and it's also about removing impurities, the Temperance card. So we move these impurities and we become a better person, we become a healthier person, and we become a more patient and tolerant person as well in general. When we see this card, it's a card of healing, it's a card of blending, and we do see that blending going in here with the Two of Cups. So two people really sort of blending together, a good combination. Okay, so you know, there's not much I can add to that, and that is actually the key in the house of the key. So the key here to your happiness is with somebody that you truly are connected with. We could call this even soulmates, if you believe in those things, twin flames and soulmates. We could even call it that. So this is really nice, Virgo. I'm really pleased for you and for me. So there's hope here for us, Virgo, honestly. You know, that's really cheered me up. It's really cheered me up. It's really nice. Nice to get those messages through. Thank you. Uh, you know, thank you, Spirit, for those lovely messages. I really do appreciate them. Okay, so I'm going to end it there anyway, Virgo. I really hope you enjoyed the reading. Remember to, as I say, follow your sun, moon and rising sign. Also subscribe if you like the video. That would really help to grow the channel. Maybe give me a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment. Don't be shy. And maybe hit that notification bell so you know when other videos. You know what to do, because you're probably listening to quite a few tarot readers, so you know the protocol. Okay, Virgo, I really enjoyed this reading, and I'll do your reading soon for August. I'll be doing your August reading soon, so please take care of yourself. Good luck, and I'll be back with a reading for you very soon for August. Bye.